All right, and with us now is Adrian and Ryan from the band Otherwise, and I can't tell you how excited we are. So, wait, Lisa hopped in there real quick.
Yeah,
Lisa's in there now.
Oh.
So, I will say this: Jared and I saw you guys in Houston at the Wildcatter last year.
Yeah,
Okay.
And absolutely one hell of a show. And before we started recording, I showed you that I have a picture of you guys behind me from the first time I ever saw you guys.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how excited I am that we were able to get you guys as part of Rockin The Sound. And the new album, Godzillionaire, is my go-to at the gym now.
Right,
yeah, we'd love to hear that.
I turn it on. I started with Godzillionaire and hit shuffle and just do my workout.
There we go, man.
That is some good stuff, man. You guys have done a really good job with that album, and just out. If you haven't heard it, definitely hit up their Spotify, or better yet, just go purchase the damn album on Apple or Amazon or whatever. And
or come to a show, because we actually, if you buy it from us personally in a physical copy, we see more of that.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, Matt's
Matt's on too now.
Yeah, we got the whole crew now.
Love this. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So you guys are out with, let me see, who you guys are out with right now? Adelaide's Way?
Mm-hmm.
And Gemini Syndrome's on that as well, right?
We're meeting up. We're linking up with them for a festival, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Yeah, they're playing this festival as well. So, and then you guys have Above Snakes on the tour as well, right?
Yeah, Above Snakes and Moon Fever.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's the tour package. And they've been, they're all, everyone's like super cool. The dudes are all great. It's been a long time in the works with us and Rick. We go way back with him to, the first time he moved to Vegas. And it's we've been talking about this for many moons, so it's good to make it happen. And thank you guys for giving a shit about
it. Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead, Lisa.
I just saw this performance on Saturday night in Winchester.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, I was just at their performance at Blue Fox Billiards. It went off beautifully. The whole show was fantastic, high energy, spectacular. Vocals were great. It was awesome. I had a great time.
Thank you for lying to us, Lisa.
You were standing right next to me during Adelaide's Way.
Oh, right. We were down in the front. So you were off to our stage left, stage right.
Yes, okay, I was standing right there by the stairs. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, very cool.
And she will be flying in for the Biloxi show on Friday.
Cool.
Friday morning.
All right.
Yep.
Very cool.
I will
be there. You give us so much legitimacy on this show now, like, because Kevin and I, like, we try, like, I don't go to half the shows that you go to in a year,
Oh, that's that's
she could match any band for the amount of shows
she does more shows in a month than I will do all year.
Yes, that's for sure. Like, for sure.
Oh man, you gotta.
It's a good life.
It's the life.
It is a life. So,
it is a life. Yeah.
So tell us about the new album, Godzillionaire. What did it take to put it out, and give us the skinny on everything?
Well, we kind of came up with this word, right? We thought, that it's very fitting and poignant given the current, political, socio-political, economic landscape of the world, and coming out of the pandemic and all these, I don't know, man, you can call us conspiracy theorists or whatever you want, but just all these things that they just looked fishy. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff out there that looks fishy. And we kind of wanted to, like, try to, I guess, confront and maybe address, some of that corruption. This character, the Godzillionaire character is it's an amalgamation of, like, politicians and oligarchs and billionaires, and and here we are, we're the little guy, the small people who don't run the world, who we're not calling the shots with the aliens and the reptilians,
Right.
Yep.
Kind of touching on all that stuff on this record. We're you know, as much as we wish we were Rage Against the Machine, we're not like a political band, but we are confronting again a lot of, you know, things like that are in current affairs as we speak, you know.
I can tell you my favorite line out of the whole album is "Coffins don't come with pockets."
Yeah.
You can't take it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. So
Tell you the backstory on that. You know, when we were coming up in Vegas, you know, we were trying to sign a record deal and get on the radio and go on tour, you know, and become rock stars, right? You know, lifestyles of the rich and famous. But I tell you what, man, MTV Cribs lied to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. They don't hand you $1 million as soon as you sign a record contract, right? But we play at the Roxy in LA on the Sunset Strip. We'd play at in the Viper Room, and there was the doorman at the famous Rainbow Bar and Grill on Sunset. He was always very generous, very gracious to us, would treat us like rock stars. You know, he would come in and we you know, one night we sold out a show at the Roxy right before we signed, which is right next door to the Rainbow. We came back over after the show, and you know, he was like, "Hey, how are you, young blood? How's it been going, man?" I'm like, "You know, we're back in town, and you know, we signed a deal, and you know, we're touring it, you know." And I'm kind of like complaining to him that, you know, this exact thing that I thought we were going to be Godzillionaires by signing a record deal, right? And this old man, he said to me, "Well, listen, you know, kid, listen, man, coffins don't come with pockets. Okay, just remember that." And like, I was just like, I'm standing in the rain, but I was like,
Yeah.
And I guess the ironic and one of the saddest things about that story is I can't even remember his name. And the dude, he died like he died that year, like within the year that he said that to me, he passed away.
Oh, wow.
He was an older guy. Always dressed to the nines, wearing a suit, you know, greeting everybody as I came in the Rainbow. And it's like, it was just very, very poignant that you mentioned that line, because I wish I had written it, but it came from the homeboy, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, when we started playing Coffins on our station, as soon as I heard that line, I'm like, God, that is so good. so that's obviously a couple of those songs off the album have already become some of my go-to songs recently. So thank you guys.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, thank you guys, man. Seriously.
It's
So
a great
Lacey-
one to hear. Huh? Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I thought you were getting ready to ask a
No,
question.
it's a great one to hear live too. I've got to say, out of all the songs in the set, Coffins is probably one of the more high energy ones.
All right. It's definitely heavy.
Yeah. It's just such a great time. You guys did such a great job.
Thank you. You know, and in that song, that's like one of the heaviest bridges we've ever written, right? And it's almost like an ode to Pantera. Like when my brother first came up with the riff in the studio with our producer, I was like, man, that has like Pantera vibes to me, you know. And again, coming from Vegas, Vinnie Paul was a good friend of ours. We miss him. God bless his soul. You know, like, so there's so many things about this record that are a little bit different for us, as opposed to previous releases, especially the fact that it's like probably the most aggressive material we've ever released. So, which is, I mean, we're not like a death metal. We're not like deathcore, you know, heavy metal, but for us, it's pretty goddamn heavy.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's surprising you on this tour?
No, I mean, the crowds have been great, and you know, it's pretty solid tour so far. You know, nothing too crazy is going on. Knock on wood. You know, we're doing good. Weather is really nice today here in Georgia. So
Yeah, that was surprising.
That was surprising. We've been hitting some cold weather, but today it was real sunny. So it's like, all right.
So I'll give you a heads up on our weather for Saturday. Right now it's going to be a high of 54 and a low of 47
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
On
I
the
didn't know
beach.
the high was that
on
low.
the beach.
Oh wow.
oh, so it is on the water, is it?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Do I still have this? Here's part of so that pavilion is what you're playing under.
Okay.
So, and that is where the back bay meets the Gulf of Mexico.
Right.
So
That's super cool, man.
yeah, we're gonna be right on the water for that. So
Nice.
Okay. So it might be a little chilly, but not like freezing, right?
No,
it's not
but
gonna
like
be
for down
freezing.
here, everybody's going to be losing their mind because this is not, we don't get this in March. This is South Mississippi. It could have easily been 89 degrees this Saturday, right? And it probably will be next Saturday.
Right.
So it's the type of weather we have down here, man. It's crazy.
All right. That looks like a beautiful venue, though, man. That's very exciting. That's our first time seeing it.
So
Yeah.
the history on that, it's the first rock show, legitimate rock show that's been on there since in 17 years. So
Wow.
Katrina.
the last one was the night before Hurricane Katrina, and it was Hinder and Rev Theory that played that show.
Really?
Wow.
They played it that night on a Saturday night, and I believe Katrina came through on Sunday night. So it was kind of like, soon as we got done, we got told, hey, you have to evacuate, and everybody was bouncing and getting out of the way and all of that kind of stuff. And the building that was there was absolutely leveled. Nothing was there. This is all rebuilt. They've done some other shows and events there, but they've never had the full music festival there since 2015.
Wow, man.
Sheesh.
2005. Sorry.
Yeah, 2005. Yep.
That's how long ago Katrina hit, huh? Is that-
Yeah, 2005, August 29th. Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody down here knows that date.
That's gnarly. My brother and I, our dad used to work in Homeland Security, and he organized a trip down to the Gulf right after Katrina hit, and we were down there for 10 days in New Orleans and Slidell, like helping out, volunteering with the National Guard, and it was wild, man. I can't believe, I still remember that like it was like last week, and you guys are telling me that was 17 years ago.
17 years ago.
Yeah. Time will do that to you for sure.
Wow. It seems
So-
like we were
Go
just
ahead.
hearing about it 5 years ago.
Right.
Right.
I mean, okay.
Well, I mean, and now it's that storm that everybody compares everything to. Hey, this storm's coming through, and this is what Katrina did. This is what this storm's planning.
Right.
So you constantly have Katrina running through your head.
Yeah.
But so what's the plans for the rest of 2023 after you're done with this tour?
We got a second leg in May with our buddies in Alita's Way. We're working on some festival gigs coming up. Some big shows towards the end of the summer are looking like they're going to line up. We can't really talk about them until they're fully confirmed, that kind of a thing. So just rocking and rolling, man. Seeing what these new tunes do. See how they're. Again, it's not to toot our own horn or whatever. We're getting a lot of great reviews on the record, and we'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
I got a question I want to ask, kind of bringing it back around to what you mentioned earlier about when you said signing the record deal and then not becoming not what you thought to a degree, right? Not the billionaire status. What our audience is a lot, we hope, of up and coming artists, right? New bands that tune into the show. What advice would you give to them like nowadays? Because I hear it still like in being out at shows and people, somebody will say something, we're gonna get signed or we're gonna do this, and it's all I can do not to roll my eyes and just be like, dude, I really don't think you know what you're talking about. It's not like this beautiful picture, that you think it is. And then with us putting on the show, somebody asked me the other day, they're like, hey, y'all are the promoter of the show. Are y'all taking 25% of the band merch? Like it's all in the news right now. And I'm like, absolutely not. I am in a band. I would never ask an artist to take 25. If I can't make money without asking for that, I'm just not going to do it. You know what I mean? So can you touch on some of that?
I probably just like if you are presented with a contract or a deal, make sure you read through it thoroughly and be careful about your publishing and be careful about the deal points because they're never in your favor.
Yeah.
They're always to the advantage of the person who's writing the contract. So in this day and age, with social media and TikTok, and there's a lot of independent artists who are doing really well, and you don't realize how important your freedom is until it's taken from you. So just be really careful.
Solid advice for sure.
Yeah, it's a good point my brother makes. One of the guest artists on on the album, on the title track of the album, Godzillionaire. He's a rapper named Echo, and he's actually from Vegas. Known him long time, and he does everything on his own, man. And I mean, he's got a, you know what I'm saying? He's got a nice house, and you know, I mean, it's not a mansion, but he's paying his bills by doing it all himself, you know. And,
right.
There are ways for artists, especially nowadays, to do it without, you know, we grew up on MTV Cribs and like, you know, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, where it's like you got to sign a record deal to make $1 million.
Right.
And nowadays it's a different game, man. So just like my brother said, for all the young and upcoming artists out there, just appreciate your freedom and don't just hand it over without really doing your due diligence.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
That's what I figured. That's a great answer. I hope some people can learn from
I
that.
think more back in the day, it was a sprint to get a record deal. It's now more a marathon to get a record deal.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Back in the day, there was like record deal. Whereas now it's more of a, right, let's see how it goes, and you know, try and like you say, you've got to get the best deal for you if you're going to sign on that dotted line.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Well, awesome. If somebody's looking for Otherwise, how would they find them?
You can look us up. Our website's otherwisemusic.com, and then Facebook, Instagram. We are Otherwise, or come out to a show. Come meet us face to face. We love meeting the fans. So
yeah,
nice. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you Saturday.
Yeah.
Tell your tour mates we look forward to seeing them Saturday as well, because even though Above Snakes isn't playing, they're coming to the show.
Okay, cool. Very good.
So we look forward to seeing you guys. I can't wait to see you guys live on stage again.
All right.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Good luck tonight. Have a good one.